Of the occasion, Ms. Geetika Srivastava, Joint Secretary, Indo-Pacific, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. She is supposed to join us online today. Our guest of honor, Rear Admiral Muhammad Khurshid Alam, Secretary, Maritime Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dhaka, Bangladesh. He is also joining us online today. And our guest of honor who is present here, Ambassador at Large, Anil Suklaji, Asia and BRICS Department of International Relations and Cooperation, South Africa. Our guest of honor, Ambassador Sanjay Bandaji, former Ambassador to Turkey, High Commissioner to Seychelles, Consul General, San Francisco. Pacific constructs, prospects and challenges, which is being organized by our International Center for Indo-Pacific Studies, Department of Economics, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. It's a very relevant and important topic on which this particular international conference is being organized. We know the importance of Indo-Pacific region, the region which is home to 60% of world's population, the region which accounts for more than 60% of global GDP, and more than 50% of global merchandise trade passes through its waters. The COVID period and after that, it has shown us the importance of this particular region, that how important it is to maintain the supply chain across the world. It also includes world's 4 big economies, that is US, China, Japan and India. With the engine of global economic growth shifting eastwards. We know that these days East is becoming more important. Earlier it used to be the West-driven economy. Now when it is shifting eastwards, the Indo-Pacific region has gained greater importance. Ocean region. It is hoped that IORA's position on Indo-Pacific will be soon finalized, as it is likely to enhance peace, stability, security and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region. Indo-Pacific is important for global peace, security and prosperity too. India's perspective, India's viewpoint is evident through Prime Minister Narendra Modi's speech in 2018. India's concept on Indo-Pacific is inclusive in nature and supports the approach that respects the right of the freedom of navigation and the right over flight for all in the international oceans. India's Indo-Pacific visions premised upon the principle of ASEAN centrality. India's approach is based upon cooperation and collaboration, given the need for shared responses to shared challenges in the region. Let me quote Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's quote, for thousands of years, Indians have turned to the east, not just to see the sunrise, but also to pray for its light to spread over the entire world. The humankind now looks to the rising east with the hope to see the promise that this 21st century beholds for the whole world, because the destiny of the world will be deeply influenced by the course of developments in the Indo-Pacific region. Unquote. India's Indo-Pacific strategy, as given by our Honorable Prime Minister, is summarized in the acronym SAGAR, which is security and growth for all in the region.
The sciences and all other deans is here, Director Kuka, Professor Vijay Sani, who is having many positions. He is Director of the Public Relations and Chairperson of the Foreign Languages and Dean of the Arts and Languages. So I welcome all of you, sir. And Professor Pradeep Singh Chauhan is also there. So I welcome you, sir. Professor Sanjeev Agarwal, who is the advisor international students and is having many positions. So I welcome you, sir. And from my friends from the management department, Rajan Sharma, J.K. Chandel, Anil Vikal, I have already spoken. I welcome you, all of you, sir. And Mahendra Chand and Deepak Raibokar and all research scholars and all students. Although I forgot, if it is possible, Vaibhav, can we play Kulgi? I think, although it is late, but we can leave it. Okay, we leave it. Okay.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ashok. At the outset, let me express my gratitude to the Honorable Vice Chancellor, who has made this dream come true. And I am thankful to Honorable Chief Guest, Ms. Geetika Srivastava, who will be joining online due to her busy schedule. I am also thankful to Admiral Khurshid Alam, who is joining from Bangladesh, and he has been always an inspiration. Admiral Alam and Ambassador at Large, Anis Clark, Ambassador Sanjay Panda, and all the member states in IORA, 23 member states, they put confidence in me, and whatever I learned, I owe it to IORA also. But for me, time is a constraint. Basically, I am an international trade theorist. If I start from 1950 till 2022, it will be a long history. But you are most welcome to come to my office and get the information about this center. As Honorable Vice Chancellor has stated, this center basically is a think tank, and our dream is to make it a global think tank. I am sure, and I am saying with confidence, that this is the first center at global level of its kind. There are centers, and I mentioned the Asia Pacific Center, CAPI, in Canada, which has been launched in 1988. There are centers at the JNU, there are centers in Australia, but this is a pioneering attempt. And what I will be emphasizing, that is basically over the period of time, I have turned to be an ocean economist, blue economist. I won't go into the teaching of the blue economy, which is very much relevant, but I was going through yesterday night what to speak, what not to speak. I think it is the global common issues which are making this international world very strategic. And in 1900, I remember, the then Secretary of State of US mentioned that 21st century will belong to